Hi, this is Tim with the Register, and I'm here with Corey Schinstock from the city of Iola. Hey, Corey.
Hello.
He's here giving us a preview of the 54 rebuild. So we're going to take a couple different positions here along the highway and look at it. And first, we are here at Madison and Washington here in downtown Iola. So here's a start. All right, Corey, so what's the first thing that we're going to see when we look at this intersection now, and how is it going to be different?
So you'll see a lot of different things, I think, when the project gets done. One thing that you'll see in the downtown area especially is you'll see where the curb radiuses are straight right now. In the downtown area, you'll see these curbs stick out and come out closer to the edge of the parking stalls, which allows a little more safe refuge for the pedestrians crossing the street. It shortens that distance up that they got to walk through the crosswalks, and allows it just to be a lot safer and I guess more open.
Here, this is going to be different here. We're going to get rid of this V intersection here.
We'll have one single crosswalk, and I believe it's going to be on the east side of the road, and they won't be at an angle. They'll be perpendicular. There again, the quicker you can get a pedestrian across the street, the safer it is for them. So if you shorten those up with those bulb outs and those crosswalks going straight across the road, it makes a big difference.
All right, Corey, here we are right in front of the Bolus Fine Arts Center. Can't hardly see it because of the sun, but here are a couple of things that catch your eye. First off, this is where the road now, it turns into 4 lanes, but that's no longer going to be the case, right?
Right. So in this general vicinity, it'll be where we start turning into what I call the road diet. It'll go from a 4-lane roadway to a 3-lane. It'll have 1 lane east and west, and then the center lane will be a turn lane.
Okay.
From here all the way to Kentucky.
And then this stoplight at Buckeye is going away, right?
Correct. The signal at Buckeye, was originally put in for the high school, and all the kids traveled for classes to the Bolus.
Sure.
It's just not warranted now with KDOT. But one thing that we are putting in for this piece, for the pedestrians with the Bolus functions in the library, there'll be and 3 different spots along the highway. There'll be one here that has a push button actuated for pedestrian crossing. It's not like the Hawk signal up on State Street, but it will have a flashing beacon on the sign itself.
Okay.
That alerts traffic that the pedestrians crossing the street.
Right here along Sycamore there.
Yeah. Yep. On this side of Sycamore.
Oh, that's great. And then you can see some of the failures here that we're calling that caught your eye.
If you look down through here, you can see the failure and going on here, and where we patched just recently up there. It seems to be getting worse as the days go on.
Yeah. All right, now we're here at the intersection of Madison and Colburn, downtown Iola. You can kind of see what it looks like here. Definitely you'll remember probably these railroad ties, and you've seen them. So how's this going to look now, Corey?
So this is the area where we changed, and we're going to have 3 lanes versus 4 driving lanes.
Okay.
So you have one center lane out, if you can envision out in the center of the road where the yellow line's at, roughly 6 foot on each side of it for a 12-foot turn lane in the middle of the road, and then 2 12-foot driving lanes outside of that. So essentially in the end, what it's going to look like, the curb line's going to be pretty much out here now, considering where it's at right there. And then your sidewalk is the same elevation as the roadway. And obviously there's some elevation challenges in this block that we've got to address. Most likely it will be a concrete retaining wall.
So all these railroad ties are gone.
They'll be gone.
Okay, here we are at Casey's, or Hospital Curve, right across the street from G&W. And it's not Hospital Curve anymore because Eastgate Lofts is here and the hospital is gone. It's on North Kentucky.
Called that though. Still frequently called.
So sorry about that. I didn't mean to confuse anybody. But how's this going to look, Corey?
So the roadway will stay basically in the same position. The 3 lanes again, the middle turn lane, and the 2, one eastbound, one westbound. You'll see again new sidewalks in the backside of the curb, 8 foot wide. The one thing that will be a lot different on this curve is what I would say is we face a lot of challenges of people being able to get on and off the highway or off the side streets because of the way the roads don't come in perpendicular. So what you'll see on the south side is you'll see that offshoot of East Street or of Madison not be there basically.
Okay.
You'll see a more 90-degree turn in this corner to get traffic onto First Street. That should eliminate some accidents and blind spots for the traveling public.
Yeah, I always feel like I'm just on a wing and a prayer every time I leave
So
G&W.
it won't be. I mean, right now you're entering the highway at an extreme angle. What we really want to do is bring those cars in at a perpendicular, a 90-degree angle, or close as we can. So that's what you'll see on both these intersections. Of course, the north side will look closer to the same. However, with the amount of traffic for the middle school, you won't lose that road or that exit off of the highway. Mainly, it's going to be a one-way, 12-foot driving lane going west
Okay.
to the middle school, to where people can still drop kids off. Once you come back from the east or going east, you'll have to come back into a more perpendicular angle to get on the highway.
Yeah, I remember basically I always gun it right there, just leaving G&W and trying to get across.
Yeah, I mean, it's so blind.
Yep, you can't see past here basically. Right. Anything's coming along 35, 40 miles an hour.
The retaining wall here is planned to stay.
Okay.
We will go in there and clean that up and repaint it and make it look nice. It's structurally in good sound shape.
And the other side here, that's a lot of, that's some elevation.
Over there, we'll have a small retaining wall over there as well.
And then walk me through the changes here on Kentucky. What's this going to look like? Or is it going to stay pretty much the same?
Right here, it's really not going to change. Your turn lane's going to be out here in the center. And it turns from being both ways turn to just a left turn only.
Okay.
Because the east side of the intersection doesn't change at all.
Okay.
It's all going to be pretty much the same. You'll have a left turn, a right turn, and a center just straight lane.
And
the project terminates over at just on the other side of Ohio Street, right here, block east of the stoplight.
So you think this will last about 30 years at least? All this new
The standard on concrete is 30 years before you really have any maintenance cost in it.
And new stoplights here.
Yep, new signals.
New signals.
There'll be 3 sets of new signals in this project: Kentucky, Jefferson, and Washington Avenue.
And there's going to be no detour.
We'll have 2 lanes open east to west at all times. So, yeah, we'll alternate north side, south side, whichever side the contractor's working on.
That's nice. I was worried about a huge detour through, going up to Miller Road or something like that.
Our biggest concern is trying to get this downtown done quickly to keep the businesses from not getting affected any more than they already are. Because we know parking's going to be an issue.
Right.
Traffic's going to be an issue. But in the end, we'll have a good product.